Overclockers, my name's Bryony and welcome to another episode of BIOS Update. We've got news stories all about the future of AMD graphics, super fast new monitors, changes to Minecraft, Ubisoft trying to fix its mistakes, an awesome mouse giveaway, and much more. So let's get into it. Kicking things off with the gaming chapter and Minecraft. The game just turned 15 this year and it does remain popular thanks to its large free yearly updates from a dedicated development team. Now the team has announced a shift in how updates are handled with the goal of increased responsiveness and efficiency. You can expect more regular updates that will vary in size from a few small changes to larger long-term projects. Mojang will be able to address bugs, introduce features, and gather community feedback more efficiently, and then implement this. Minecraft has always been influenced by its dedicated community, and it seems that we can expect this feedback to play a larger role in shaping the game's future updates. There will also be more frequent communication with players about future plans and changes, with Minecraft Live now going to take place twice a year. Mojang is also retiring the controversial mob vote, the infamous player-voted contest that had people fighting over armadillos or penguins. Let me know in the comments if you're still a huge Minecraft fan, or maybe this news has you wanting to jump back into the game. It's not often that a big company like Ubisoft actually listens, but it seems the falling stock price and the Stop Killing Games petition, which currently has over 350,000 signatures from angry gamers, has actually made them take notice. Earlier this year, the servers for The Crew were shut down in a sudden, unwanted stop that understandably angered people who owned or were still playing the game. Now, in a surprise announcement, Ubisoft just confirmed that offline modes are being developed for The Crew 2 and The Crew Motorfest. We heard your concerns about access to the Crew games. We want to express our commitment to the future of The Crew 2 and The Crew Motorfest. We can confirm an offline mode to ensure long-term access to both titles. Stay tuned for more news in the next months. The Crew 2 is already 6 years old, and although it wasn't great when it first launched, with many people preferring the original first game, it has had several updates that bring it up to scratch. Meanwhile, the Crew Motorfest has been much more positively received, with its Forza Horizon-inspired gameplay and bright, realistic graphics. If you want to try either game after this recent announcement, you'll be pleased to know both are currently heavily discounted over on Steam until the end of September. The Crew 2 is actually 98% off, making it just 84 pence. Meanwhile, Motorfest is 70% off, making it just £18. Moving on to the hardware chapter, where I have to ask, can the human eye really see more than 60 FPS? Well, anyone who's experienced the buttery smooth motion of a high refresh rate monitor knows that yes you can. Maybe you have a 144, 240, or even splashed out on a 360Hz display. But how about 600Hz? ASUS just announced its new gamer-focused Nitro range with the ultra-speed XV240F6 boasting a 600Hz refresh rate and a 0.1 millisecond response time with AMD FreeSync Premium to prevent tearing. It is only a TN panel with a 1080p resolution, but the 24-inch size means you shouldn't miss the extra pixels, and it does have HDR 400 certification with a 95% coverage of the DCI P3 color gamut, meaning the panel should still give some pretty good immersion. We have seen 1000Hz monitors being shown off, such as the TCL CSOT, but they aren't quite available yet to consumers, and I'm not sure if we even have the graphics hardware to actually power something like that. Monitors like the Nitro XV240F6 are due to launch early next year, but don't actually expect them to be cheap. Prices are going to be starting at around €899 or £750. Our next hardware story is all about the future of AMD's graphics cards. AMD's Jack Huhn, the Senior Vice President and General Manager, recently went on record to answer questions about architecture, strategy, and even market share. It seems that for the upcoming Radeon RX 8000 series, AMD has given up on the enthusiast segment and is instead focusing on scale. That means giving up on an RDNA 4 replacement for the 7900 series and instead focusing on great value for money gaming systems for millions of gamers, or as they described it, the 80%. The target is to claim 40% market share and therefore bring developers on side to actually optimize for AMD hardware. AMD said in the future they would like to go after the flagship market once again, possibly using chiplet technology and aiming for that top 10% market share. But for now, they just want lots of gamers using AMD graphics. During the same press release, AMD also announced plans for a unified UDNA GPU architecture. The idea is to bring the consumer-focused RDNA and data center CDNA together to take on NVIDIA's CUDA ecosystem. This creates a single point of focus for developers so that each optimized application can run on a GPU like the Radeon RX 7900 XTX, as well as a high-end data center GPU like the Instinct MI300. Apparently, from a developer standpoint, they love this strategy. They actually wish AMD would do it sooner. AMD did admit that separating CDNA from RDNA was a mistake, and going forward they're going to plan 3 generations ahead with the goal of maintaining optimizations created by developers. Nevertheless, let's hope that RDNA 4 and RDNA 5 still provide excellent performance and value for money for gamers, and look forward to what UDNA will bring in the next few years. Moving on to the blog chapter, and our first story is a brand new launch from Glorious. I love and am still using my GMMK Pro, but keyboard technology has moved on quite a lot since its original launch. To address this, Glorious has just launched the GMMK 3 in 4 main configurations: Standard, made of plastic; Pro, made of aluminium; and then either hot swappable or a Hall effect PCB option. The GMMK 3 is available in 65%, 75% and full-size layouts with both MX and HE switches to choose from. It also supports wireless connectivity via 2.4 GHz and Bluetooth alongside wired connections. Glorious claims there is so much customization, you actually have 1 billion keyboards in one, and you can change 9 different parts of the keyboard. This includes things such as the keycaps and switches, to the switch plate and gaskets, even the aesthetic elements like the cable, rotary knob, badge, and top or bottom plates. Here is the beautiful blue keyboard that I put together on the Glorious website. I absolutely love how it looks. The only downside is the eye-watering price tag. Of course, if you want to learn more and see what's available to buy at Overclockers UK, you can visit our blog post. Next up is a giveaway thanks to our friends over at ASUS ROG. The Keris II Ace mouse is an awesome new gaming mouse that's super light, fast and precise. At just 54 grams, it's one of the lightest ergonomic gaming mice available, ideal for quick movements in esports titles. And to keep up with your super fast flicks, there's a new 42000 DPI ROG Aimpoint Pro optical sensor that's precise and fast on any surface with 750 IPS and track-on glass technology. input lag is much lower thanks to the 8000 Hz polling rate in wired mode and 4000 Hz in wireless mode with the included polling booster USB dongle. The tri-mode connectivity gives you plenty of options to connect via wired, low latency 2.4 GHz RF, or Bluetooth mode that can pair with up to 3 devices. This high-end mouse normally retails for £160, but you can actually get it free right now by entering our giveaway over on Gleam. Simply follow the instructions and make sure you get your entries in before it all ends on the 20th of September. For more details, head to the Overclockers UK blog post. Thanks for watching this week's episode of BIOS Update. Don't forget to go and enter that giveaway for your chance to win an ASUS mouse. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and why not check out one of our other videos where I actually built a customizable Glorious keyboard, or we'll also stick another one here, something interesting from our channel if you want to watch. I'll see you again in the next one.